Obviously, I think I speak for all college coaches. Today's media day is a little bit earlier than in years past, and I think all of you are aware that the reason is we start practice earlier now than ever before. And I think with the access that we've had to our players this summer, which I believe this is the second summer we've had that type of access to our players, coupled with the fact of an earlier start, this is almost a new model. And so we're excited to begin, and I think at the same time, well aware that we're in this for the long haul and in trying to, practice, improve, get better, and have a feel for not wearing out our team unnecessarily. And I believe that I think we're all, as coaches, really trying to create that delicate balance. But we're very excited to start. And as I say start, I feel like we've been at it for a while, again, because of the earlier access that we've had. I do consider TJ to be a true point guard. He practiced with us every day last year, so it's great to have him already have been a part of what we do. We know what he can do. I think equally important is he has great familiarity with not only his teammates, but also our system. He's not a new player. He's older by college basketball standards. If you think about it, he's already played a significant role on two teams in college before he ever got here. So he brings the element of experience. His style of play is one where I believe he impacts the game on defense and offense. And as much as everybody focuses on offense, to me, one of the things that we've had a problem with in recent years that I believe TJ can solve is his ability to defend. Well, every freshman class is different. Last year at this press conference, we spent a lot of time talking about last year's class, and it was an exciting group, very highly ranked, and I think that they performed at a very high level last season. This year it's a little different because you have T.J. McConnell and Matt Korchak, who aren't freshmen, but yet they're the new players here. Zach Peters potentially could join that group, and then you have Elliot Pitts, Rondé Jefferson, and Aaron Gordon. But I would just talk in terms of Elliot Pitts, Aaron Gordon, and Rondé Jefferson, the three incoming freshmen. Maybe as good of a group that I've seen just being normal. And I say that with the utmost respect. They do what they're told. If an older player tries to teach them or talk to them about something that they know through experience, they're very willing listeners. And because of that, although we've been together for 5 weeks now that the school year has began, we've also been together, 6 to 12 weeks this summer. We have a team that really has a great chemistry and a togetherness about them. And as much as that's about the returning players, it's about the willingness of these freshmen to be great teammates and listen and learn. They kind of come to Arizona with their ego checked at the door. And we haven't played games yet, a lot of factors we haven't faced yet. But we've been around each other long enough to know that one of the strengths of this year's team is our freshman attitude. And it's really refreshing. It's great to see. It's fun to be around. And I think it's really become something that's brought our team close together at this point. The talent of our team, and again, we haven't played a game or even really had a true practice, but we have a lot of talent on defense. Looking at Rondé and Aaron here early on, as exciting as it is to add them as basketball players, they're not like your normal freshmen where they have a lot to learn defensively. And although they're learning our system, they're both well-versed and I think competitive, and they have talent on that side of the ball. So, I've already talked about Nick and TJ, Jordan and Gabe being improved as a year older. And then you throw in like Rondé and Aaron, freshmen, no question they'll get better as time moves on. But watching them physically, they don't look like freshmen, and I think they'll be able to help defensively to make us what I hope is our best defensive team that we've had as a coaching staff at Arizona. And I think at the end of this season, if we can say that, a lot of good things will have happened to us. Caleb didn't get enough credit a year ago for being able to rebound per minute played or rebounding his position, rebounding for his age as a freshman. I think if you look at where he stacked up with the minutes that he played per game and you look at the rebounds that he was able to average, that's something that doesn't go away. I think that number will only get better. And if he could rebound the ball at both ends even better than he did a year ago, and I believe he has the opportunity and is ready to play more minutes this year, maybe not by 15 minutes per game because he played a lot last year. He started virtually every game. But, an additional 4 to 6 minutes to what he played a year ago is significant. And the thing I love about Aaron is the reason that everybody in the world talks about him as a basketball player is because of what he's earned, not because of what he's supposed to be. He's won California state championships. This year he lost in the state championship. He's gone to the McDonald's All-American game and gotten the MVP of the game. He's played in an all-star event last summer. He was the MVP of that. He not only made the under-19 Team USA team, he was the youngest player on the team. His team won a gold medal, and he got the MVP there. He's earned the right for people to talk about him. Aaron just turned 18 years old a week and a half ago. And the greatest compliment that I can pay him is he acts like he's 22 years old in terms of the maturity that he has. But it doesn't matter if you're a coach, a manager, an older teammate. If you talk to him, he's engaged, he listens, and he wants to learn. He wants to be better. He knows he has things that he can work on. His approach has been drop-dead professional is how I would put it, where he's about the right things. He's a pleasure to have in our program. He has no prima donna in him. He shows up, he rolls his sleeves up, he works hard, he listens, and you have a sense that he's here to accomplish things, and part of what he's here to accomplish is to win. So his attitude is refreshing, and his attitude can become contagious. It's easy to be his teammate because I think his gift as a player is that he does so many things well. I do believe that, where we're rated, how good we're supposed to be, we may not be that good. I don't know yet. I think if you say what are the concerns of our team, we have a lot of interchangeable players, but we may, from just a pure body perspective, be one man down along the front line. Shooting in particular, although I don't know right now if I can say we're not a good shooting team, we have a number of guys that we're going to count on who haven't done it or have to do it better. So that remains to be seen as well. Yeah, Brandon sometimes is the guy that not a lot of people are talking about, but I think you guys know as well as me, some of the most talented players make the biggest jump between their freshman and their sophomore years, especially if they had a big role as a freshman. So Brandon not only had a big role as a freshman, he's very talented. I think he's put a lot of work in. Just watching his transformation, just even early here in our team workouts, he knows where to be and how to do it so much better than he did a year ago. And I would look at him as being one of the key factors in our season of who he was last year. He's a much better player, a more productive, consistent player on offense and defense than he would have been a year ago. I believe that will happen with Brandon.